Sandra Crathern, Inner Vision, talking about health and well-being today. Top tips. It's really interesting because I'm going to be talking today about routine, and obviously the coronavirus challenges continue with people, and in all fairness, it hasn't made a huge amount of difference to me, as in my routine generally, because I'm working at the hospital taking blood, and I've just been registered as a nurse again, so I can go back. In fact, I'm going to find out in a minute how I will be best used, whether I need to go into the hospital or what's going to work to help out in that department. So I've been quite busy. My husband's in off, only for a few days now. So how important is it and how powerful is it if you've got a great routine? Well, unbelievably, because if you've got things in place that are fixed, then I think there's a lot more control that people feel. Because right now, let's be honest, none of us are in any control at all, and it's all quite daunting and can be quite scary. So other than protecting ourselves and washing our hands and staying away from other people and doing all those things, I think it's really important to create a really good routine. Now, today was a classic example of my routine going out the window a little bit, which is okay sometimes, but I made some mistakes and didn't show up for a meeting that I was supposed to because I just decided to sleep in a little bit longer, and I didn't do my yoga, which I normally do. In fact, I'm doing that a bit later. And I have done my meditation and so on, but I think find a routine that works for you. But the things I would say that are really important to put into your routine are 3 regular meals every day, breakfast, lunch and dinner, at reasonable times apart. Eating really clean and healthy is important, and making sure that when you can, you break away from whatever it is you're doing, whether that's by going for a walk or stepping outside or just taking some downtime, maybe incorporating some mindfulness or meditation in your daily routine, getting a good night's sleep, staying away from the television and the news. I think too much information can be a bit oversaturating and worrying a lot of people, actually. Some people just check into the news daily. I don't really check in very often. My husband tends to tell me what's going on. But I think we all have to sort of adjust as well. I've got my husband here, breakfast, lunch and dinner as well. So I'm sort of, as everybody else is, we're sort of adjusting. So I think if you've got a really good routine, that's very, very powerful, because you know what is a safe thing that you're going to do at a set time. And then the rest, I think it's all about flexibility, isn't it, really? I'm creating webinars and working with people online and doing things that I wouldn't do as much of. So I'm sort of learning a lot, thinking on my feet. So yeah, today I didn't do my routine as well as I'd like to have done to start with, but I'm back on track now. But I had a bit of an emotional moment this morning, and I think we have to incorporate that as well. There are a lot of heightened emotions and we need to feel them. So crack on and get a great routine, and I think you'll feel that's what will carry you through these challenging times.